Yes, welcome everyone. Cannabis News. I'm your host, Joe Klare. It's April 5th, 2019. The show, as always, is presented by the Marijuana Times. Check us out at marijuanatimes.org. Click that video tab to find the show. There's a lot of great articles there as well. marijuanatimes.org today. To my Colorado, adding another ailment to the list of medical marijuana qualifying conditions, also decriminalization measure signed in New Mexico, and some big national pharmaceutical, medicine, health and well-being retailers are going to start selling CBD. Talk about all of that coming up. But first, of course, Cannabis News is brought to you by NatureSide, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. If you want to grow safe and poison-free, don't want to use banned pesticides, you don't want to use harmful chemicals, you want to be regulatory compliant in the state that you are growing in, you can do all of these things with NatureSide. Nature-side.com, site is spelled C-I-D-E. Go check them out because they are awesome. As I've told you before, they're still awesome. I checked again today, and they continue to be awesome. So go check them out. That's the first story from Julia Granowitz. At marijuanatimes.org, Colorado adds autism to list of qualifying conditions for medical marijuana after a long push. Autism is finally being added to the list of qualifying conditions allowed to access medical marijuana in the state of Colorado. The state is one of the most progressive on the cannabis front, of course, with retail sales and recreational legalization happening there first. Last year, a bill with the same goal was vetoed by former Governor John Hickenlooper, who cited the need for more research and evidence and commissioned a study at the expense of marijuana tax revenue. This year, House Bill 1028 passed through the Health Committee with a vote of 10-1. The House voted unanimously, and the Senate voted with 31-4 vote on World Autism Day. The bill was signed into law by Governor Jared Polis. He said, quote, "It's National Autism Day today, and we're acting by expanding patients' access to cannabis products that help those with autism." We know that not just anecdotally, but with mounting amount of good scientific data that is coming in. It's not like a word combination. Mounting amount really runs together. Makes you sound like you don't know how to speak, like it just did me. Wish I had the video. I wonder how he said it. He probably just breezed right through it. I didn't see it coming. Well, I mean, I knew it was coming. I didn't say it out loud before until now. Mounting amount of good scientific data coming in. Of course, a good thing for autism patients in Colorado. I don't know. The fact that we're still going ailment by ailment and condition by condition, saying yes to this, no to this, it seems like a really nitpicky, slow, inefficient way to say, hey, here's some access to some medical marijuana. You have a condition, you think it'll help, give it a shot. What's going to happen? You're going to die? No, you're not. I don't mean to sound condescending, but here we are. This next story from Forbes.com. Progress in New Mexico. New Mexico governor signs marijuana decriminalization bill. New Mexico became the 24th state to remove the threat of jail as punishment for possessing small amounts of marijuana. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, a Democrat. Man, enough, Forbes, with all the pop-ups. I get it. You got a lot of stuff going on. I understand. You want everybody to know about it. They're really telling about all the stuff they got going on. Governor Grisham signed the cannabis decriminalization bill, which decreases penalties for possession of up to half an ounce of marijuana to a $50 fine. Penalties for possession of drug paraphernalia are also reduced under the legislation. A lawmaker sent the bill to Grisham's desk last month. A fiscal impact report prepared by legislative staffers says that the new law could, quote, have a positive fiscal impact on the courts, prosecutors, and public defenders. Workloads could be lessened by reducing the charges of possession of marijuana up to 1/2 ounce and use or possession of drug paraphernalia to penalty assessments. Of course, this wastes time. Obviously, even $50 fine for a half ounce of marijuana is still too much, but it is progress. Again, as is this next story. A lot of progress today, which is good. Those are my favorite shows. Obviously, we got to talk about the negative stuff. We have to talk about things that aren't going so well. But when I do a show with the three stories, it's just bam, bam, bam. Progress. That's a good thing. It's a good show. So anyway, this next story, this last story from CNBC.com. It's a professional segue. So anyway, let's talk about this next thing I'm going to talk about. As I proceed smoothly with the segue, Walgreens to sell CBD products in 1,500 stores. I can feel it. I can already feel it coming off the rails. Let's get through this. Walgreens will sell CBD creams, patches, and sprays in nearly 1,500 stores in select states, the company told CNBC. Their states are Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Kentucky, Tennessee, Vermont, South Carolina, Illinois, and Indiana. They have not specified which products they will be selling. This product offering is in line with our efforts to provide a wider range of accessible health and well-being products and services to best meet the needs and preferences of our customers, according to Walgreens spokesman Brian Faith. Rival drugstore chain CVS introduced CBD-containing topicals, including creams and salves, to stores in 8 states earlier in March. As the non-psychoactive cannabis compound becomes one of the hottest ingredients in consumer products, retailers are carefully evaluating the market. So obviously CVS and Walgreens, a big deal selling CBD products as CBD comes more into the mainstream. When it comes to health and beauty products and stuff like that, when you're in the major retailers, it doesn't get any more mainstream than that. So boom, the caboose of the progress train. No, you know what? I was going to down myself for that, but no, that is a good turn of phrase. The caboose of the progress train was that last story. Thanks everybody for checking out Cannabis News. It's the end of another week. Thank you for checking us out here 5 days a week. Search the Marijuana Times on YouTube and Vimeo. For the video, Apple Podcast, of course, for the audio-only version of the show. Thank you to Natureside, nature-side.com, and their organic, all-natural pesticides. Thank you to you for watching and listening and sharing and commenting and all that stuff. It's the weekend. Go have fun. We'll see you next week right here on Cannabis News.